Welcome to the Brian and Sherry Show 4.0. Awesome guests, cool giveaways, and a whole lot more. And it all starts now.
Thanks, Josh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Sherry, it's our last show of September.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know where time has gone, but that's just the way it is, I guess. So this is the last show of September, and then it's going to get more exciting. I can't see you anymore. I don't know why, but I can't see you anymore. Hold on.
I'm here.
It's me.
I'm here. I am here.
Oh, there you are. And then we move into our Halloween shows starting next Thursday.
I should be saying boo like a ghost.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live. What was that?
I don't know. That was our ghosts. Their spirits. They're getting all wound up for our October. Our spooky October shows. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
go.
For those listening, that ghost. Okay, for those listening, you can follow along with the show by going to our Facebook, facebook.com/Brian.SherryShow. The show is also posted on the Facebook, so you can listen live with the show as well. So, welcome. I'm losing my train of thought, Sherry.
It's okay. Right. You have a lot going on.
I know it. All right. So, oops, I lost everything. So, I can't scroll because my fingers are kind of wet here. So, hello to Crystal Scrivens is watching. I have Jeremy Knox. Billy Scrivens is watching. Hello. Daniel Peyton, of course, is with us. My grandmother. Katie. Hello, Katie. My sister is watching. Who else is watching? We're missing a couple of people, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be showing up here pretty soon. Sean Joseph Butler, hello. And Billy says, hello, Brian and Sherry. My daughter, Crystal, wants to let you know that she had her birthday. Oh, no, baby today. Baby. Oh, my goodness.
What a great day to have on. A day that we have the Brian and Sherry show.
Yeah, this is a special day.
Congratulations. Oh, Crystal. And Billy, congratulations to your grandpa again.
Yeah, that's exciting news. At 3:43. Oh, wait, there's more. Hold on. PM. So, this afternoon.
Wow. Just that?
And she's watching.
Well, we got to know, is it a boy or a girl, and what's the name? You got to let us know.
Oh, give us the juicy details of the baby. I hope that if it was a boy, it's named Brian. If it's a girl, it's Sherry.
That's right. That's right. It could be Sherry Brian, whatever. Or it could be Brian Sherry, whatever. Could use both names.
Yeah, true.
What a great name. What a great name.
Yeah, I would think so, but I wouldn't name my kid that. Actually, you know what, people? I have to turn the volume up on this thing because it is so low. There we go. People have been saying that they were not able to listen to the guests. They couldn't really hear some, so I just turned the volume up on the Facebook Live. All right, so much to talk about, so little time. That's usually how the story goes. So a couple of things in the beginning. So like I said, next Thursday, October 4th, starts our Brian and Sherry's Spooky October shows. We kick off with Diane Pate.
Okay.
However, our viewers, hello Wendy Gilbert, hello Shelley, The good thing is that you don't have to wait until next Thursday to actually listen to Diane Pate. You can listen to Diane Pate Monday, which is October 2nd, by listening to Sherry Clip, which will be airing 6 o'clock?
Yes, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, 6:30. So, yeah. So
right.
make sure you look
out. A whole
out.
half hour, Brian.
What's that?
It's a whole half hour of Diane.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It is good. She needs it. She has so much to say, you guys.
I know.
You don't want to miss the show.
I know. So Monday, October 2nd at 6 o'clock, look for the posting on our page, or you can go to Sherry Clip and look for the posting for the show to listen to the show. There is no Facebook Live, unfortunately. You do have to click that link, and you'll be able to listen wherever you are and listen to Diane Payne and Sherry chit-chat. So that way you know what's coming for our kickoff to our spooky shows. So, yes.
Yay.
Welcome, Isabella Marie.
Aw, I love it.
Isabella. I love the name Isabella.
Isabella Marie. That's so pretty. Oh, my gosh. What a nice name.
Yeah, totally. Very nice. Well, congratulations. Welcome, Brandy Young. Long time no see. Yeah. So besides upcoming, which we'll talk about a little later in the show, hello to my aunt. Welcome. Tonight's episode, we're going to be talking to author Daniel Peyton. He is no stranger to the show. He's more of a friend, a contributor, a part of the little Brian the Sherry Show family. So we're going to welcome him on tonight, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's him already on the line. So we're going to be talking about something really exciting, which will be a book that's coming out. Mm-hmm. And that we've been just waiting. I can't wait to get my hands on a copy of that book.
I know. It's so exciting. And we've been talking about this so long. I can't even wait to get him on and hear the details.
Yes. And Sherry, could you remind everyone what is the name of the book that we're going to be talking about?
Well, you don't remember?
I'm making sure that you remember.
Earth's Last Starship.
What is that? I'm sorry.
Earth's Last Starship.
Earth's Last Starship. Correcto. Yes. So it's going to be a very, very good book, and I can't wait to talk to him. But let's throw Daniel to the side for just a second before we start talking to him. I don't know where I'm going with this. I lost my...
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Before I forget. So a big shout out to my friend Dacia. She watches the show. Her daughter, Camry, is the one that did the artwork for our logo that we've used on multiple platforms.
Yes.
So, and it just, her artistic ability grows, and it amazes me. So, a lot of people probably don't know what I'm going to talk about, but you'll get a general idea. Okay, so I have I do these little challenges to people, and so far they've been doing them. So I've challenged Camry she likes cosplay. And you know what cosplay is. And for those who don't know what cosplay is, that is dressing up as a character, becoming that character, and it can be anything. So I happen to be a fan of a certain video game, which is called Kingdom Hearts, which has Mickey and all the Disney characters, and one main character, which is Sora, who I absolutely love. But so I have challenged her to dress up as Sora from the game and whatnot. So one of the other characters in that game is Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, because I love that movie too. I don't care for all the singing and hoo-ha, but I love the movie. So
hoo-ha.
Yeah. So I also like to challenge Dacia because she loves to bake, as we know. She's made us our Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving show. St. Patrick's Day show. She made us yummy desserts. And my latest challenge to her was I love shortbread cookies. I love that buttery.
Come on, you guys like shortbread cookies, right?
Yeah. So, and I'm a Lorna Doone fan. I love Lorna Doone. Those are I could live off those if I could. But she has made fresh, look at that, perfect circles, shortbread cookies, as you can see. Yeah. So I've already had one.
Perfectly round.
It's perfectly round. She does a beautiful job. I don't ask how she does it because I don't really know. Nobody can get them like this. And her daughter, Camry, took it upon herself to design the cookie. So, and I got Jack Skellington. Isn't that cool? I love these cookies.
That is so cool.
And it's real icing.
Wow, look at that. What a great job.
Oh my God, it was so good. It's real shortbread. It's like, come on, you can't get no better than this. Okay.
Now, the challenge should have been to make a Brian and Sherry show cookie.
Now, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I should do that.
With our faces on it, right? No, I'm just kidding. That would be
well, no faces, but maybe some sort of like logo with our like name on it or something like that.
Yeah.
So, speaking of logos.
Headset.
Yeah, or a headset. Right.
Or a mic or something.
Yeah. So, speaking of logos, I was supposed to talk about it last week, and I never did. Hello to Gary. T-shirts.
Okay. Yeah.
We are starting T-shirts. We're going into T-shirt business up here. Because a lot of people have been asking for T-shirts.
Well, we had them once before, and we went through them like they were nothing.
Correct.
They just vaporized.
Yes. So the plan is to be able to have people go onto our website, and you can order a T-shirt. You can choose the size, and you can choose which logo you want. It's not just one logo. You'll have maybe 2 or 3 logos to choose from, and it will be shipped right to you. The T-shirts are only going to be $10.
Wow, hey, that's doable.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that.
$10, and you can pay right there on the website, which is pretty cool.
Better.
Right. So that's going to be starting either tomorrow or Saturday. Don't go to the web. Well, I mean, you can go to the website, but you're not going to find any T-shirts just yet. So everything's got to be uploaded and all brand new and fun and fantastic and whatever else. I know, Billy. See, you're looking $10. You can have one. $10 for a great cause. So yeah. Oh, I got 8 more. Oh my God. All right. Enough of that. So that's exciting news that we're going to be doing T-shirts again. And they're going to be mailed from us. Or the company, whatever. So yeah. All right. Another fact about tonight's guest is that, about the book.
Okay.
Is that we will be revealing the cover to this book. No one has seen it.
Yes, I can't wait. I have been waiting. You know this. I have been waiting, Brian. I've been waiting since you told me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I apologize because I was supposed to at least sneak it to you. At least see it, but I haven't gotten around to it. Oh, yeah, I'm a bad co-host because I just completely...
Guys, he promised me. See how he is? He's more interested in cookies.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
It's all good. I can wait with everyone else, so.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out where it is. Crap. Oh, well, it appears that you can already see it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even have to post it.
Okay. Is it on Amazon?
No. If you go to, I'm gonna share it. Well, it's on our page, but I'm gonna share it.
It's on our page. You can just.
No. Somebody already posted it. So it looks as if though Dan has beaten us to the punch. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share it to you.
Please do.
Right now, so that you can see it. Everyone else can see it.
I'm waiting.
There you go. He's going to have to let us know who's who on the cover because I really don't know. Isn't it cool? Yeah, I like it. All right, so without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. We're just going to bring Daniel on with us so that he can start explaining this book.
Okay.
And start from the beginning. So, yeah. I mean, I guess we can do that. So. Hello, Daniel.
Hello there.
How are you?
Great. Anxious for this book to come out.
I know. Me too. So let's go back because there's obviously some people that are new to watching the show and are kind of wondering, okay, why are they so excited about this book? So can you tell us exactly why you wrote this book?
Okay. Back, goodness, it was over a year ago, you and I and Jerry discussed doing a authors competition, having people challenged to write stories. And I first wrote, for the first challenge, a fantasy book. And the topic of the challenge had to include Brian and Sherry as characters in these books, in these stories. And the fantasy book was great, but you really wanted science fiction. So later in the year, we did another challenge, and I determined that I was going to do a science fiction. And I went further than just doing a general science fiction. I kind of surreptitiously interviewed you through asking general questions about what you like in science fiction, and so I was able to adopt some of the themes and ideas of what you like into this story, and created this, and put not just Brian and Sherry as characters in there. I adopted everybody in the book who's a named character, except for the bad guy, is based on a real person. All of them, except one I can think of, are connected to the Brian and Sherry show, so in some form or fashion.
That's so cool.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much you rose to the challenge again to come out with a book with us as the main characters and science fiction. I don't remember being interviewed. Maybe I was. I don't know, but that was.
Well, I asked you the question.
Was it
kind of
last year?
Huh?
Was it really last year? No. What?
Yeah, it was last year.
This year?
Mm-hmm. No, it was last year.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We didn't do any challenges this year. Oh, jeez. I'm way behind. Okay. All right. So the book is science fiction. So can you reveal some of the background, like the story, without giving too much away, but at least, you know, so some people...
Yeah, I can give a good setup. This is called Earth Class Starship, and I'll explain that right now. The story is set 10 years after an invading empire came to Earth's space trying to attack the Earth for two reasons. One, this empire, the Tolkien Empire, conquer everything. But Earth is playing host to a band of refugees from people who have been defeated by this empire, but they fled with a very special and powerful weapon they didn't want anybody to ever use, and the empire wants it badly, and Earth is protecting it. Well, that battle went bad, and 3 of Earth's fleets disappeared when they tried to travel through a wormhole to get back to Earth to save it, and the only fleet around the Earth was not near big enough to defeat Tulkon. One ship made it out of the battle alive, and that's the ship of this story. Earth put up a force field to protect itself from the Empire, but it's kind of a doomsday situation. The force field will not last forever. The force field itself will end up killing the Earth. So there is a time clock, and the crew of the USS Orlando is trying to find answers so that they can defeat the Tulkon. However, they are one ship versus an empire that has slowly over that 10-year period conquered most of the known universe. So there's not much they have going for them, but it's what they have to find and do to save the Earth that makes the story. But they are Earth's last starship.
Very interesting. So, as Daniel explained, Sherry and I, poor Sherry, Sherry and I are characters along with maybe possibly anybody else that is part of the show. It could be a viewer or a guest or who knows. We won't say because you'll have to read it to find out. Who are the characters in this book? And I have a follow-up question after you tell us.
Well, if I give you their names, that'll give away if you don't want the listeners to know who's in the book.
Well, no. Just like the main characters, like I know it's me and Sherry, but okay, never mind. Oh, Daniel, I'm not with it tonight. Okay, so obviously, who's the main character of this book?
The main character in this book, I kind of divided the main character role between Brian and Sherry. In the Winter Wizard book I did, the fantasy, Brian was pretty much the focal point of the full story. This time around, I tried to divide it between the two characters. Brian's character plays more of the leader and hero of the story, but Sherry's character gets a lot of screen time as well, because her story and her backstory in the book gives a lot of background to all of the book. And so you get both sides here. And I wanted to do that. I really want to juggle. And it's not easy doing that. It really isn't trying to juggle because these two characters, if they were romantically linked, that makes it easier because then they're together a lot and none of the struggles are as one. But since they're not, it's just captain and first officer are leading, in a sense, separate lives on the same ship. It required a lot of thinking about how to position them in the story without having one overshadow the other.
Right.
That makes sense.
Now,
yeah, it does.
I had fun with Brian and Sherry characters. See, I didn't take Brian and Sherry as everybody else knows them. I created my own characters on them. They're kind of a name only here. Brian's character is an astrophysicist, scientist, who is also in the command rank, and so he gets the command of the ship when the captain dies in the original battle. And so he is, first and foremost, in his mind, a scientist. And I'm not really all-knowing of your background, but I don't believe you, Brian, are an astrophysicist. It might be hiding there somewhere, but I just don't perceive that.
Only if you want me to be. Yeah.
Now, I had a lot of fun with Sherry's character because I wanted to really kind of go a different direction from the Sherry everybody else probably knows. I wanted my Sherry to be very militaristic, gung-ho, very fight happy. She's great. She's fun. She's very strong. And I wanted that. I wanted the character to be strong. So, and that's how I did the balance, because whereas Brian is the captain, he's the authority on the ship, Sherry's character is the strength of the ship. And so even though she obeys the chain of command, absolutely, you don't perceive her as a weaker character to him, because they both have a different style of strength in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Reading that, I totally could see that. You know, I think you wrote that so great. It was just well put for both those characters, and it really had a nice balance to it as well. You know, I really like how you laid out and wrote that. I can see now, you know, listening to you, right where that came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
The idea that really that inspired it to work out was siblings. I thought, I have an older brother, and we have a lot about each other to compliment when we're together, but we are definitely different. You know, so to me, to keep the characters, because so often when you're writing and you're watching movies and all that, if you have a male and female leading characters, and you have this almost knee-jerk response of, oh, they're going to get together, oh, they're going to fall in love, oh, they're going to be something here. I needed to absolutely put a wall between that, because I didn't want that. That's just cliche. So I decided I'm going to think sibling. They agree and will work together, very dedicated, but they are very willing to fight with each other. They will argue and snap at each other, but lovingly like siblings. And to me, that broke that cliche right away.
You know, and that is really Brian and I to a T. We're like brother and sister on a lot of levels, you know, and we've been working together on the show for 4.5 years now, and we've done so many things in the past as well. This is just one of many projects that Brian and I have worked on together, and you know, I think that's why I feel really close with this book. Is it is the relationship like Brian and I have as well, and it's pretty cool.
That was a fun way to work with it, and it gave me something new. I hadn't really, both the fantasy and this book allowed me an opportunity I hadn't really done before, and that was write a story that let the main characters be characters without having to throw in romantic angles to it. Now, this story does have a romantic angle in there for Sherry's character, but it's not Brian who's the object, and that right there presented a really great, fun story point I got to work with.
It did. It really did, even from my point of view. It really did. You're funny, Brian.
So romance got thrown in there anyway. So there's like two stories kind of going together, I thought, anyway. So I loved reading it, and I couldn't put it down. I read one page to the next till it was over. I don't want to say I was happy with it. I was ecstatic about it. So, but as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, man, this is really good. Oh, man, Sherry's such a badass in this. Oh, my God, I got to keep going and reading what's happening. And then, you know, there's the love interest. There's, you know, so there's other things happening besides what, you know, maybe what my character's going through or other people on the ship or whatever. It's not a very big ship. So I thought I was getting a big ship. I mean, I thought that's what Command told me, but apparently that's not what happened, because I had to have Dan explain the size of the ship, and it's not as big as what I thought I was going to get. So I'm like, well, okay.
Maybe that's the next book, huh, Dan? Maybe that's the next story.
Maybe I get an upgrade. You know, I'm a war hero. I saved Earth, maybe. I don't know what happens because people need to read the book. But maybe next time I can get a bigger ship.
Maybe there'll be more beings on it.
Maybe Sherry gets
You'll need a bigger ship.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe by then Sherry will have kids, too. Little fur baby.
I'm already planning that.
I'm sorry,
I do have a few notes written down for a potential second book for this. And yes,
Oh,
no,
wow.
spoiler alert, there are children involved with Sherry's life after this, so potentially.
Oh, damn.
Brian is dying. Can you see Brian, Dan? He is
I
dying.
can't wait. If it does happen, I can't wait for this. I have to read. I mean, this one here is important. The next one's going to be even.
Oh boy. Yep. What can I say?
What happens? Because he did leave it. He did kind of, and Dan is good with this, with his other books as well. You know that there's the possibility of either a continuation or some way of something else coming out to keep the.
I like the way you just put that.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but he knows what I mean.
For me, when I'm writing a book, one of the things I actually don't like are the words "happily ever after," because not that they have to end bad. I'm not Victor Hugo here. They don't have to end bad, but I always think there's more life after this. I feel like when you end a story by saying "and they lived happily ever after," you kind of like, okay, this is it. This is the last adventure they've ever had. Now they're just going to just. And I want the reader to think, even if a book never has a second one or a third one or anything, I want the reader to be sitting back going, I wonder what they're going to do next. I wonder what adventure happens after that. And so that if something does happen after that, it doesn't go, oh, look, they came out of retirement for this. No. It's just what happened tomorrow. And when you're working with something like this, I'll delve a little bit here in the design of this story. As I said, I didn't interview you directly, Brian. There was no one with that. What I did was I asked a question here or there for a few weeks during the Brian and Sherry show online, and that you answered about stuff that you like. Which of the Star Trek series was your favorite? What style of the writing did you like? What kind of character do you want to be? I did it sneakily so you wouldn't know that I was asking questions with a purpose. But in doing so, I wanted to write a book that felt like 90s Star Trek, that episodic adventure Star Trek, ship, command, rank, all that, Gene Roddenberry's vision of a Western in space, going that direction. That was one of my primary things. And since you said Voyager was your favorite, I wanted to go with something with that abandoned problem. They're not part of the main organization. They're away from it because they have to be, and they're trying to get home in a way. In my book, they're not way away from home. So that was that. So that was actually
Go ahead.
But not to just kind of emulate Star Trek. Not just like, oh look, I just wrote my own version of Star Trek. I threw in some other genre to it. I wanted a little bit of Star Wars in there, a little bit of that space fantasy is in there. Not just, pure science fiction, pure technology. There's a little bit of an essence of fantasy in there, especially with the race and the character that they meet along the way. And the part of the mystery of what is the weapon and all that. And then I also, just for kicks, I drew off of a little bit of Doctor Who for the story to enhance it. And I mean, I would dare anybody to truly pull apart and pick out which part matches what, because it's just a mingle of the genres and ideas. But I wanted to adopt all that because those, to me, are all pinnacle science fiction areas, each one of them unique but special to the science fiction universe. And I wanted to play homage to them just a little bit.
Right. I see what you did. Very sneaky. So not only is my favorite character an astrophysicist, a scientist. They're, like you said, they're trying to get home. So okay, I see the similarities now. I see that. So yeah, and I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at the cover of the book. And I see, I don't know, maybe the ship kind of looks like Voyager, just a little bit, maybe in the front. I don't know. Sherry will have to confirm that to me, but I can see it just a little bit. So, but whoever did the cover art, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, talking about the cover art. Cover art is very special. This book is very special to me. Talk a little bit about that. I met an artist on one of my writing and artist forums on Facebook named Paul Gill, and he contacted me because he wanted to work on, with me, partner up and do a graphic novel together, in which we are. We have a pseudo-steampunk fantasy that I wrote the story to, and he's going to do the art for. Now, it's a slow process doing that, so that's going to be a while before that's even starting to debut. But along the way, I was talking about needing a decent cover for this book because I fell in love with this book. This is one of my favorite I've ever written because it's got that edgy uniqueness that I hadn't tapped on for, and I like the story. But I had a cover for it that I was not quite fond of. Very generic. And I was telling him this, and he said, well, let me try something. And he came up with a few sketched ideas and just floored me. He's very good. And so he and I worked together on putting some ideas on page. And now he's not just an amateur here. He's actually he's born and raised in the Philippines, but he lived in Los Angeles where he worked for Mike Vosberg in comics and Tune Us In, which is a animation company, and he also worked with Klasky Supo with the Rugrats movie. He was a storyboard artist for the Rugrats movie. So he's got a pretty impressive background, and so having him do the cover art was just great. I was so happy with that, and I said, if you want quality in a book, you get quality work, and he did great quality work. So I was happy to have him do it. It was definitely worth it.
Awesome. Well, I was going to say, whoever did the cover did a fantastic job. I really liked the cover. I can't remember if there was a cover before. I don't think there was, but I can't remember if there was.
I don't know if I ever sent it to you. I had one that was done. It was another graphic artist that was doing little cheap covers, and he was wanting some extra money, and so I paid him to do one, not that much, and he sent me something. It isn't bad, but it reminded me more of like Dune, and I'm like, it didn't really fit what I was thinking. It felt more steampunk, diesel punk style. I was like, this isn't really what I'm liking. I would have gone with it if I didn't have anything else, but then here comes Paul showing me some sketches. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going with. That's so good. And he worked on the characters. He helped me with the characters because in the book I give a light description of characters. I like to do this. I like to give the reader a little opening to imagine the character in their own mind. I give you enough that you'll recognize them if somebody else drew the picture, but everybody's interpretation is a little different. So he had a lot of open room to work with, and so he drew up these characters as the main characters on the ship, and I love him. I think he did a great job. And here's the main character on the cover, Sherry holding the gun. The engineer is between you, and the pilot is the girl on the end. And yes, she is purple. Now she's the alien on the ship, the Soras.
Nice. What is the face behind the ship?
That's the bad guy. That's Amab Obakar, the Supreme General of the Tokonian Empire.
Okay. Cool.
Did you get all that, Sherry?
I did.
Okay.
Don't ask me to repeat it, but okay. I did get it. He's the bad guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What's that?
What's his name?
Amab Obakar.
Ovakar.
Obakar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to have to remember. Okay. I'll remember that. Okay. So I think what everyone is waiting for is an estimated time of arrival for this book?
I got good news there because my publisher contacted me yesterday and told me that the release date for the book is set for October 16th.
Woo!
Oh, my goodness. So October 16th, people will be able to purchase Earth's Last Starship where? Where can they get
Amazon. You'll be able to get it online. That's going to be your main source. It's Amazon.com. For the print, it should be wherever online where you can buy print books. Should be distributed there, but I know you can get both the ebook and the print book on Amazon.com, and eventually an audiobook. However, my publisher's audio department is got a long line of other books they're working on, so I would not expect that for a while.
Right. Okay.
Neat though.
Now, is this something that, say they don't have a computer and they're just, somehow they listen to us.
Our phone app.
Yeah. So is there a way for them to get this book? Well, but say they want to go into Barnes & Noble. Could they request this book? Is this something that would be able to be ordered through Barnes & Noble maybe or not?
Yeah.
Oh.
The print book. The print book, if it's the distribution centers for the print book, should be able to pick it up through Barnes & Noble or any of the independent bookstore or something like that. You should be able to pick up a print book. Now, they'll have to order it in. But, yes.
Right. Okay. So, October 16th, for all those watching, you're going to be able to order Earth's Last Starship, which I can't wait.
So exciting.
Oh, my God.
Great time for Christmas. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Yes, and I'm going to be debuting this book at the Louisville Comic-Con in November, the end of November. This will be one of my primary books I'll be pushing because it'll be my newest release. And so I'll get to
nice.
I'm going to hotly promote this one for Louisville Comic-Con.
Now, unfortunately, if memory serves me correct, and I've read things on Facebook, are you still attending any Comic-Cons next year that I personally would be able to attend?
I'm still attending. I should be attending all the same ones. I'll be doing Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, Con Nuga in Chattanooga. I will be adding probably conventions up near Detroit because within the next 2 months I should be moving from East Tennessee to Michigan. So I will be near Detroit where they have like Motor City Comic Con and several others. So I'll definitely be frequenting these. This is Timothy Zahn, a friend of mine who is an author, big author. He goes to Comic-Cons all the time. He blows me away. He's at a different one every weekend. And I talked to him and said, this what I should do? And he said, yes, absolutely. Run the circuit. And so I'm going to be, as long as I have the revenue, I'm going to be booking myself into every Comic-Con I can get to. I would love to do some in New York, but it's all about money and time.
Right.
Yeah.
The artist, Paul Gill, he lives here.
Where does he live?
He lives near, I believe, New York. He goes into New York to do artwork there, and so he's requested at some point in the near future that I attend the New York Comic Con, and probably about a year from now, because I believe that one's in September. It's already happened this year. But if we get to do that, we'll do it together. And he wants to start promoting our graphic novel that we're working on by, selling art prints and showing off the work that's in progress. So if we get to do a New York Comic Con, then he'll be there too, which is really great.
You're definitely going to have to let me know when you do the New York Comic Con, because that is one of the biggest Comic Cons in this kind of area where I'm close to anyways, because I can be there in 3 hours.
Right.
Keep us in mind when you do decide to, that you can make one for hopefully maybe 2019 or 2020, whenever you decide to go down there, you're going to have to let me know where you're going to be when you get to Michigan, what, places you're going to be attending, because I think it's going to be easier to book a flight from here to Michigan than it is trying to find something for Tennessee. So
probably
it sucks that I won't be able to drive there, but I'll at least be able to fly to Michigan. I've never been to Michigan. I want to go to Michigan. So
right, you have got to get Dan up here to the Big E and have him set up a table of all his books.
So that
would be a great exhibit. That would be amazing. Then we both could be there with him.
Well, that's true. That's 45-minute drive. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the Big E does things like that.
Well,
maybe they do.
He could be first.
I wonder if they do something like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they do. I mean, have some artists there. Well, Dan's an author artist, and
yeah, that's true.
And yeah,
that is true.
You could set up a Brian and Sherry booth.
That's right. See, we do a booth and have Dan as our guest there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to look into that and see exactly what it takes to be part of the Big E. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. But I really, really want to go to a Comic-Con. I've never been to one. And as I don't know if people know this or not, but I did say that if this book was ever published, that I would go to a Comic-Con and help promote this book. And voila, it's being published October 16th. So now I have to go to a Comic-Con. So.
You have to dress up like the character, too.
I probably would wear the coat, as a matter of fact. If there was a coat
you
made...
would look good in that coat, yeah.
Yeah, if it was like a leather, coat.
Michael Kors sells one like that.
If you look closely at the uniforms, they wear, there is an insignia is made. Now, I'll share this with you. There's an actual insignia, and Paul added that during the cover. He made that insignia. I'm going to have stickers made and buttons made with that to give away and sell along with the book. And it's the insignia of the space organization, the Space Navy, that Brian is in, that the crew is part of. So there's actually a unique, special military insignia for them. And so if you did want to dress up, this would be really easy, because if you notice, it's just a shirt with an insignia on the front, and he's wearing that coat. Very simple. But I was also thinking, for shirts, that's a potential additional shirt.
Neat. Can do that.
So, which one is me? Am I the one closest to, where am I standing above the word last, or am I standing next to Sherry?
I'm sorry, you're right. I was looking in the wrong direction. You're the one in front. You don't have the insignia on your shirt. You just have a black shirt, which makes it even easier.
True.
Chris has the...
Well, I like the coat.
Chris is the one saying it. Yes. But you can get that sticker made with the insignia and just slap it on the sleeve.
That's true. Or I could have you make a patch
mm-hmm.
and mail it to me, and I could have it sewn on a coat. Yeah, I would totally wear it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Or a T-shirt or something. Yeah, I would wear something with the insignia on it. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I'm very excited. I can't wait because I'm going to be buying it. So for all those out there and for listening, you can find the book October 16th by going to Amazon.com. You can search, I'm pretty sure, Daniel Peyton or Earth's Last Starship. And while you're in there, take a peek around, because you never know. There might be something other than this book that Daniel has written that might pique your interest. So, yeah. And if there is a continuation of this story, I can't wait for that either. But we'll get to that when it comes. So yeah. Right, Sherry? Right.
That's right. Absolutely. Oh.
So can I do a little?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little promoting here for me.
Okay.
Go for it.
My publisher is doing an October Book Fest, and for a few weeks in October, we're going to have all of our books, fantasy, science fiction, superhero books, on 99 cents on Kindle, and so they're doing this big book fest. And as I said, we've got multiple authors, all kinds of genres, and mine included. So if you want to pick up Legacy of Dragonwand or Bark, or you want to pick up some of the other stuff, they're all going to be on the 99 cent. I don't believe First Class Starship's in this, but definitely check it out. And I'm sure my friends at the Brian Sherry Show wouldn't be hurt to share a link or two whenever that fest starts.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Post it to my page. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming that would include the Winter Wizard.
Actually, the Winter Wizard is not with CMP. That was one I published, but I will be knocking it down to 99 cents on Kindle during the fantasy time. They're going to have like a few days for fantasy, a few days for science fiction. So I will knock it down to 99 cents to download the Kindle book for it.
Awesome. Now, this was done by Cosby Media Productions or what the publishing company?
That's it, Cosby Media Productions.
Oh, I was right. All right. Well, good old Braxton. He never fails to disappoint me, which is a good thing. I still have to have him on my show. Right, Sherry? Yeah.
Right.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Do you even know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Braxton Cosby is the...
Yes.
Okay.
They're the publishing company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on the show and never called in. Remember him?
I remember that very well. Because we really wanted him to call in, and he didn't.
Yeah, well, something came up, and that's why he was unable to call in. But I'm still gung-ho on getting him on here because I need to let him know the awesome authors that he has brought to us, which includes Daniel Peyton and many others. So, and I wrote to Braxton, I think the last time Daniel was on, briefly. I think that was, a week or two ago. I told him that I'm very excited for this book to be coming out, and I appreciate that it's being published and whatnot. I kind of think that it should be turned into a movie. So, if you have any way of doing that, or if there's something I can do to really make this happen, like I'm going to have to talk to...
I've actually talked to a couple producers who would like me to... Well, they're waiting for the book to come out so that they can read it.
Right. Obviously.
And then from there, we could really...
Only because right, besides Daniel, we're the only two people that actually have read the story. So, I mean, obviously people... But we've been talking about it. So... I really do think it should become, like a little mini-series or just one movie or whatever. So we really do need to get in contact with people, or maybe Braxton. I know that he, specializes in that area as well as authors, so something should be done. So I wouldn't play myself. I just want to put that out there. So.
I'll play a Mob Obacar.
Oh, there you go. Playing the bad guy.
Yeah. I'm all for turning it into a movie. It's just money and connections.
I know.
A few $1 million.
Yeah, we're shifting through our contacts. We're, trying to talk to people and, I don't know, maybe I should just call Cosby Media Productions and see if I can talk to them on the phone myself, because it just seems as if though I'm not getting through. Well, I went to the website and I did it that way, but I should just call him. I have his number. Man, I should just call him and say, look, we need a movie. Me and Sherry.
Right. That's right.
And
That's
Dan.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Would you act in it, Sherry, if they said, you know what, we should make this a movie, and we have the availability, we have the funds, we're going to do this, you know the story, you just have to learn some lines and maybe reread the story a little bit or whatever. We're going to allow Dan's book. We're going to allow you to portray Sherry's character as Sherry.
I totally would have to. I would try really hard, but I would have to become that person.
Right.
Yeah. I would really have to
do you think
get
that you
some muscles and build up a little bit?
I don't think that you would need muscle, but do you think that you could portray that character?
I don't think I could, Brian, you know me. I don't know if I could be serious enough. We tried doing videos before, and I laughed through the whole thing. I would try. I really would, yeah. And how much do I get paid?
They said it's voluntary, so...
I would do it. I would want to look like the part. I would have to become that part. Right. But I would love it. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it as a cartoon movie or animation, and that would be just voicing.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Wow.
What a great idea, Dan.
I don't think I have a strong enough voice, though, Dan. What do you think? I mean, I've got a kid voice. I do.
There's all kinds of technology to modify voices.
So would it be my voice anyway? I could try. I could try to be really strong.
Oh, Lord, people. Yeah, I mean, if they asked me, no, I don't think that I would. Personally, I don't think that I would act or anything like that. I'm very bad with scripts. I can't remember lines. Growing up in middle school or high school, I was not the person to choose to be in the play. It was just very bad. It was very bad.
But you like being in front of the camera, Brian. You would do great. You really would.
I really don't like being in front of the camera. I only do it because that's part of the show. I think what I would do is help with the selection process of possibly finding someone, that fits the bill of the character. I'm fat and old, and I don't think that's the description of the character.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean,
if they want to go off script, that's fun. That's fine with me. Then I'll do it. If I could just ad lib, yeah. I don't think they would like that very much. So yeah, but I think it would be fun, even as a cartoon like Dan. That's even a better idea.
Yeah, I think the story lends itself to animation more than it does actual physical filming. It would.
Well,
I think it would work better.
Well, yes, only because because of the cover, I think. If it was, real people on the cover or something, similar to that, I think maybe you could see a movie, like a movie or whatever being made. But the way that the artist, and he did a fantastic job, I can see this as something on, I don't know, Cartoon Network or the Sci-Fi Channel or whatever, on TV, but as animated. I'd love to see that. That's pretty cool. And I would be more than willing to do the voice, I think. Yeah, I would. Totally. So, it wouldn't be the first time that I got asked to voice. So,
since you know this, but the listeners do not, just think in your mind, how would we portray the character that falls in love with Sherry?
Sorry.
That would have to be...
I don't want to say that, though, because you know why, Dan? I want to answer this privately to you because I want people to read the book.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give away too much.
Well...
Because I think that's really important.
No. Well, all I would have to say about that whole scenario would be that I think the character would have... I think there would be some rewriting of the script. Let's just put it that way. Family friendly.
I would say something like The Rock. But, yeah.
But with hair.
But with hair.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. So we've gone over time, which is a good thing because we got talking. I'd love to talk more about it. Unfortunately, we've ran out of time, Sherry, because you just keep gabbing and talking and...
Oh, yeah, I've done a lot.
Yeah, I'll blame you. All right, so...
You always do.
Right, I know it. So, Earth's Last Starship, where you can read about Sherry and I and maybe even yourself, you never know who's in this book, will be available on Amazon October 16th. So, and we'll make sure to post a link. I know Dan's going to post some links. Sherry's going to post some links. I can't wait for that day to happen. When is...
Right around the corner, guys.
When is the 16th? When is the 16th? 16th is a Tuesday. So Tuesday, October 16th. I can't wait. All right. So thanks to Daniel Peyton for coming on and talking about the book. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it again after it's released.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see how things are going because I want to read the book again.
Me too.
Yeah, but I want a physical copy.
Right?
In
our hands.
Everybody needs to review it if they read it. It needs reviews.
People better review this book because if
all you have to do is go to Amazon and leave a simple review. It's easy, guys.
Oh my God, it's so simple and easy. Just leave a review when you buy anything on Amazon, authors especially, and we've expressed this I don't know how many times. So, but yeah, please leave a review if you buy this book or any other book from any author, but Daniel especially. We don't care about anybody else at the moment. So yeah. All right, so we get ready for our spooky show starting Thursday. We kick off with psychic medium Daniel Peyton will be on, so don't forget to tune into that show. It's going to be spooktacular.
Okay.
Spooky. Spectacular. Right? Yeah.
That's right.
I guess. So that's about it.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone, for watching the show tonight. We had a lot of fun, and Dan Payne, thank you so much. Congratulations once again to Crystal. And you all have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks for letting me on.
Always. All right, everyone, have a great night. Don't forget to share and like this video. For more content about our show, just go to our website, which is briansherryshow.org, O-R-G. And you can find us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/Brian.Sherry-Show. I think I said that slow enough. And that's that. All right, everyone, have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Brian and Sherry Show 4.0. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review and subscribe. And for more great content and to stay up to date, visit brianandsherryshow.org and on Facebook, Brian.Sherry Show. We'll catch you next time.